Here we have the July Tackle Club Freshwater Trout and Redfin box. Alright, to start off with, you should be grabbing your little price breakdown sheet. This shows you all the information of how much each item in the box is worth, and as well as your savings. But not only that, it also has a little QR code. If you scan this with your smartphone, it will take you to the Tackle Club Fishing eMag free of charge for all Tackle Club subscribers. Now, let's start off with the Vibrax mid-depth 8 gram. So this is like a little trout spinner. So this one here runs about 2 to 4 feet. So this is the little Vibrax Blue Fox that runs about 2 to 4 feet. I've got a red and black color here. This is going to be perfect for either the dams or the little streams as well, the little rivers. You can use it in both, it's not really going to matter. But what you're going to do with this is pop a long cast out. If you're fishing in the streams or the rivers, don't worry about letting it sink too long. Just go straight into a medium to sort of fast retrieve, and you're laughing, that's it. Fishing the dams, you might want to let this sink down a little bit deeper to where the fish might be holding, and then move into probably a slow to medium retrieve, adding in a few pauses to let it sink back down, keep it down in that water column. Unless you're fishing the edge, looking for an edge bite, and then obviously speed up the retrieve a little bit more, just to keep it up out of the weeds, because that treble on the back, the big treble on the back, will pick up a lot of weed. That's your Vibrax Blue Fox. Then moving over to the hard body that's in the box. This is the Damiki Sokol, or Damiki Sokol. This little 4.6 gram, 55 mil minnow style hard body. Now it does have a slightly bigger bib on it, which means it is going to dive down a little bit deeper. But it's still going to be fine for either your little streams or your dam. You can feel free to troll this one behind your boat or kayak if you're chasing some redfin or something. If you're fishing your streams, you're probably going to find, if you're fishing the streams, you're probably going to want to look for something that's got a little bit more depth to it as well. Maybe look for the center of the little streams where the deeper pools are, and go into like a medium to fast retrieve. If you're fishing more of a river system, probably go for the edges where you've got a little bit more structure, or some nice little drop-offs is a great way to fish this. Once again, I'd probably just go constant retrieve. Otherwise, chasing redfin, feel free to add in a few little twitches and pauses as well. Then moving over, we've got 2 different paddle tail plastics, which are going to be perfect for either your big trout, or I'm probably more thinking redfin for these ones. And then a little curl tail grub style plastic from our friends at Chase Baits. This one here is the Chase Baits curly bait. I've got the 2 1/4 inch plastic here. And to match all these plastics, we've got some TT lures, Tournament Series jig heads in the 1/8 of an ounce 1/0 heavy gauge hook jig heads to match all these plastics as well. Feel free to obviously jump up to a heavier jig head if you are fishing deeper water. But I do like to fish with a rather slow sink on my plastics when I am fishing, unless I am fishing obviously that really deep water. So you're going to get 2 different swim styles out of these. Obviously the curl tail one has that big curl tail swimming action on the back. Then you've got the Damiki Armor Shad in a 3 inch, which is a paddle tail, and the Fish Arrow Flash J Shad in a 3 inch, which are, as everyone knows, one of my favorite plastics to fish with because of that foil finish inside the body. The Armor Shad having the bigger paddle tail on it, I'm probably just going to use that in like a slow to medium constant retrieve. The Fish Arrow Flash J's, I'm probably going to allow a little bit more pauses and twitches and stuff with, because of that really slender paddle tail that's on it. You want some of that micro movement on the pause and all that while you're fishing it. And then the Chase Baits curl tail grub, you can do ultra long pauses or just fish constant retrieve as well. It's a good all-rounder plastic. Now the bigger Flash J Shad and the Damiki Armor Shad, I'm probably more thinking redfin for these, unless if you're fishing in waters that definitely hold big trout. Now if you want to check out the Trout and Redfin box or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.